Ever wondered how safe your online activities really are? How secure is your digital footprint? In the vast realm of the internet, privacy and security are paramount. Without adequate protection, your personal data might be at risk. There are solutions to these issues, and today we're going to talk about two of them. Introducing Liberty laptops from CALIX Solutions. These cutting-edge devices are meticulously designed to bolster online privacy, providing you the liberty to surf the internet incognito. The World Wide Web can be a wild frontier, but with Liberty laptops, your online privacy is always protected. We also present you crypto laptops, designed with cryptocurrency users in mind. Equipped to support a myriad of wallets and exchanges, these laptops are tailored for seamless cryptocurrency transactions. They offer enhanced security protocols to keep your digital assets safe. Crypto laptops ensures a secure and smooth cryptocurrency experience. It's time to take control of your online privacy and security. Venture over to CALIX Solutions and explore our Liberty laptops and crypto laptops. Don't forget, our affiliate program lets you earn $50 per sale. Visit calixsolutions.io now or call 702-845-8276 for more information, because your online safety is our priority.
And we are live. Good morning, everybody. Let me adjust my camera here. Right now, it's only me. I think that Patrick is having some technical difficulties with his camera and his microphone. Hopefully, he'll jump on soon. If he doesn't, that's okay. That just means he can hop out of his chair, walk over in the retirement home and play some bingo. Hopefully they got some chocolate pudding for him. You know, he loves his chocolate pudding. He's really, to be honest, he's more of a tapioca type of guy, not so much of a chocolate kind of guy. All right, let's jump right in, guys. Every day is getting wilder and wilder. Yesterday on the Joe Rogan show, he had our boy, Mike Benz. Yes, thank you, Mike Benz. All right. And Mike Benz, the quote was, "It's not a good time to be a Pizzagate denier." For those of you who have watched my show for a long time, I dove deep into the whole fucking Pizzagate thing. And there was a lot of evidence there. I mean, there was a lot of pictures, documents, references, emails. Oh, here we go. Oh, unfortunately, Patrick won't be able to have any pudding because we're going to bring him on.
I hate pudding.
You hate pudding?
I hate pudding.
Who in the hell hates all flavors? You hate all flavors.
I hate all flavors. Pudding is just nasty.
You're a communist. I don't get it.
No, far from it. Far from it. I mean,
what's wrong with pudding?
No.
All right. When I visit you in the retirement home, what do you want me to bring? Like soup?
No, Swedish fish would be good. I love the Swedish fish, man.
Something easy to chew.
No, that's okay.
Yeah.
Listen, I have my real teeth.
Oh, shots fired. These are my real teeth. They're real and they resemble teeth.
Okay.
So
right.
Technically they are real. They're very teeth-ish.
Just remember, like the boys in the penitentiary used to say, don't start no shit, there won't be none.
That's true. That is true. All right. Give me your overall point of view of how much of a shit show everything is right now. We have Epstein, we have AI bots, we have We have OpenBot that is basically, I was just watching a thing. There's a guy who has already made like $9,000 just having his AI bots create a company, and they're running a company and they already have $9,000 of revenue in like 3 days. And he was explaining it.
Miracle.
Yeah, like he has an agent that sole responsibility is search engine optimization, including the AI feature in the search engines. And he has a bot that just, these are employees now. This is what I've been talking about with, you'll have a laptop and you'll make money on your laptop just having what the people at MIT, when I really rolled this out, because I saw like what they were presenting, they referred to them as running a node, but their idea of a node was what is now agents, where it would have an accumulation of knowledge, and that agent or that node would have action capabilities with it. So it could leave, or it could link with other platforms and actually perform actions. And this is what people were explaining like in 2019, 2020, like 2021 of, hey, these things are coming. Now, did we know exactly what they would look like? No, because of improvement with AI. And once we had a large language model with API capabilities, then the agents were just the next logical idea of art. We have large language models that you can request high frequency information from using an API. Well, we knew someone would create an agent or a node that would be able to ping the blockchain, quote unquote blockchain, of the large language models. Because that's why large language models and AI use the term token, because there's a certain amount of information in each token. It's exactly like a blockchain because it holds the record of the information using the token ID number as a reference. It's token ID is the transaction ID that gives you the authority to look at the information inside of that token block.
Right. And they're talking about using blockchains to database actual data so that anybody ever screams disinformation.
Yeah.
With the blockchain, and I can say, no, I have an immutable record here. I referenced this blockchain and this data source. So,
yeah, this is what hypercycle is. This is what This is what Ethereum and Solana and ADA and like Cardano, they have all of it. This is already set up. So that's why AI, its natural value set is already fucking created, whether it uses Lightning Network or whether it uses ADA or whatever. It now has a digital representation of value that AIs can accumulate blocks of knowledge that then they can send out and go, hey, I know how to do this. If you want, if you want access to this logic tree that explains a certain action and how to achieve it. A great example is this guy who just launched his business. There's no reason that he couldn't say, hey, send me $1,000 worth of Bitcoin and I'll grant you access to the token information that led to this result. Why wouldn't he? Because basically what he has is this is the replacement for a patent. It's really that simple, because if your intellectual property is on a secure tokenized block if your information is in a tokenized block that you have to have access using a certain key, then you don't need the government to, maybe you use them for enforcement, but really, if you set it up right, you don't even need it for enforcement. You can have in the contract that this information's available for 1 week. And this is the future. I mean, but what are you seeing out there that's real? And I mean everything. Epstein's wife fucking coming out requesting that they arrest Epstein. And we have Bill and Hillary Clinton going in for testimony. What are you seeing from your side or your window of the retirement home?
I thought that was interesting when Bill and Hillary decided to agree to testify before a closed door congressional hearing. I'm guessing that they're going to be taking the fifth.
All the time.
Yeah, constant.
I don't recall.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of that. So I don't think anything's actually going to come from it. I think there's going to, other than a lot of frustrated congressmen and a lot of assistance on the left side of the aisle to give them cover.
I think it would be hilarious if Bill Clinton walked in wearing a shirt, what is the definition of is?
No, he's got to wear a blue dress.
That'd be even better. like I'm wearing this beautiful blue dress for showing my support of the LGBAZ, ACT, MIG, MTX crowd.
The alphabet folks. Yeah. I find that interesting. I had seen a video last night where evidently the federal authorities have pulled out of Minneapolis, and there are a lot of folks who are scared because the idiots have taken over. The inmates are running the asylum, and violence is certain to follow here in the near future. It's going to be like Portland had their little autonomous zone where the freaks and idiots ran roughshod. Cops couldn't go in. They were shooting one another. It's going to happen in Minneapolis. Clarity hasn't gotten any closer to the finish line,
and it shouldn't.
And it shouldn't. You're absolutely right. I've been writing, sending notes off to Chairman Selig, as well as a number of others, folks at the White House, letting them know that it's a POS, and it should be DOA. There's nothing in there redeeming unless you're a banker and you want to protect your NIM, your net interest margins that come in from passbook accounts. That's the only thing that's going to save anybody's ass, because, I mean, we're not in this because we want to hold up an old financial system.
Well, you have kind of a unique point of view on all of this, because if I recall correctly, you worked at the Federal Reserve, all right?
Or Chicago, yeah.
Yep. And you literally quit your job because you saw a bunch of bullshit and you're like, I ain't having none of this.
It wasn't that I quit my job because of it, not actively. What I did was I decided I was going to amp up my my search for a new job and get the hell out. Because there was something rotten in Denmark.
Can you explain what you saw that kind of, or not in detail, but give like an overlay of what made you kind of look for another job quickly?
Well, you know, it doesn't matter where you are. The second that you feel like you're in a dirty situation, you're going to do what you can to mitigate that. I was working in the accounting department, and I had responsibilities not just for general ledger accounts, but also subsidiary ledger accounts. So when there were bonds that were issued, notes that were issued on behalf of certain organizations, now they just went through general funding as that goes, but those dollars that would come back in came back in under the Bureau of Public Debt, organizations like that, on whose behalf we had issued treasury notes and bonds. And those funds were to come back in and pay back the dollars that were being used for the budget of Bureau of Public Debt and other organizations. Well, I get these checks in for finance charges and accounts receivable on these particular investments that the government had made in other government branches or government agencies. And I'm looking at these dollars, and I mean, it's coming in like $1.87, $3.75. We're getting wires in for these paltry amounts that are under $10. And at this time we were on cards. So you made the entry. I'm looking at the cards, and I'm going, we issued a couple of $1 million.
How is this our interest?
Agency, and we're getting back $1.37, $4.27. This just isn't washing. And so I start setting up T accounts, debits on the left, credits on the right. Here's the dollar amount that we have pushed out to these guys. It's just not washing. And I go to my boss, who's the manager of the accounting department. She looks at it and she goes, yeah, this doesn't make sense. So she contacts the guys in the finance department, and the guys in the finance department come down and they say, so what do you got going? And I tell them what's going on, and they just kind of look at me. I get this dumb stare, and then, they're looking at the information, and okay, we'll be back. And they go upstairs, and probably about an hour later, the boss of bosses, the vice president of finance, comes downstairs and goes into my boss's office. The door closes, and about 20 minutes later, he harumphs past my little gopher cube and continues to the door, and the manager comes out a couple of minutes later and says, I go in, and
Mr. Condon,
and after you close the door, I close the door, and she said, finance will be taking over these accounts. I said, really? She said, yes. And she had this grin on her face like, you know what I'm talking about. And I said, very good. Okay. Well, that's one less thing on my list. You got anything else for me? She said, I'll come up with something, but this isn't yours anymore. I said, I got it. So, yeah, an account fell off the truck.
Yeah, no shit. Remember those bonds we bought?
Yeah.
What bonds? What bonds?
Yeah.
See, that's what the research I have done on the Federal Reserve, the IRS. It's all just one shuffleboard of horse shit, and it's a shuffleboard that, as soon as it doesn't equal out, they're like, oh, okay, well, on to the next shuffle.
Well, why do you think Rand Paul's demand that the Federal Reserve Bank be audited has just been widely ignored?
Yeah, because, and that's what our headline is the government is now, which we've known, or some of us have known, that the government's your enemy now. It isn't. At least areas of the government are strategically and purposely set up to protect the integrity of the government, which is just sweeping shit under the rug. I wonder how big this fucking rug is.
Is it necessarily just protecting the integrity of the government, or is it also protecting the integrity of the Wentworth and the elite of the Northwest?
Yeah, it's
Northeast, excuse me.
we are living under a system that is completely fucking corrupt. I mean, we have all of the Epstein shit, and I've had long conversations with friends who agree, look, if we don't get a solution to this, more and more people are going to feel like I feel and just go, yeah, fuck you, government. I'm no longer giving my consent at all, or my money, or anything. Fuck you, come get me. Because if laws are not relevant, or if you can drag out a process long enough where, oh, we can't prosecute them now because it's been more than 7 years. Well, yeah, because you've had a file on your desk for 6 years and 300 and fucking 54 days. You know, it's this slow walking to a gradual, never going to come out, never going to be resolved. And it's like having an alcoholic for a father who yells at you for hanging out at a bar. You know, it's like, oh, son, have you been drinking? Yeah, you drunk fuck. Where do you think I learned it? You know? And then that alcoholic father thinking he has some moral authority to whoop your ass until you hit him with a baseball bat and go, how'd that feel, motherfucker? The problem is Washington doesn't fear us anymore. And I'm not talking physical violence. They do shit without, if it ever comes around, we got that big rug over there that's starting to resemble a mountain. And we'll just sweep it under the rug. Because we have a whole system that is set up. We have areas of our system that just fucking build brooms. And that's the system we are told that we have to respect the authority. No. And we have to say no more. And we have to say, fuck you. Because that rug, that's the rug that our children and our grandchildren are going to have to climb to reach any level of freedom or success. So either we remove the rug and just show all of the underbelly of this fucking global elite that controls our corporations and our politics. Or we don't, and our children are just slaves to that same rug. And I think it's because I'm reaching the age I'm reaching that I'm 50. And let's be honest, the way I've lived my life, and they may have like life extending technology and shit, but I'm basically good. If I apply that, I'm just going to be a Frankenstein. But I got maybe 15 or 20 good years left in me because of choices I've made. And
wow, yeah. You're hopeful. You're hopeful.
Which reminds me,
yeah,
hey, I'm smoking the healthy cigarettes.
Oh, there is such a thing. I like that.
Yes.
Yeah. I have a cleaner path to death.
Exactly.
Mine's
And
going to be pristine lung cancer.
that's right. Mine's going to be natural lung cancer, not that chemically caused lung cancer. Although I do have an advantage over the people that received the shot.
Yeah, you do.
So I'm good there.
Yeah.
I mean, at what point do we realize that even though this isn't the mess we made, this is the mess we leave?
Right.
And it's almost like your generation, my generation, maybe a little bit younger than me, we're starting to look at a legacy, and since we're more of a I don't want to use the term open society, since we're more of an aware society, as in the accessibility to information, I think we're looking at it like, what national legacy are we living? Because we've realized our lives are completely affected by what goes on in Washington, D.C. They have hands-on reach into your life. It's every paycheck. And I think we're looking at, all right, what is the legacy system that we're leaving? Is it good? I don't think so.
No, I don't either. I mean, we just got done talking about AI and its far-reaching implications. Interestingly, I'm seeing things in the education front that are suggesting that we go back to a far more rudimentary engagement with students, where, at least in this state, they're talking about reducing the amount of screen time for kids. Good idea. Get the parents to comply. Kids are going to be moving to, they're going to be suggesting that kids do more cursive writing, which is a lost art.
Yeah,
and
but also, is that a needed art? I mean, and this is an honest question, and I don't know the answer.
I think it is.
Okay.
I think it is. You know, I guess the bigger question is, when you ask if it's a needed art, is art needed? I think that's an even larger question. You can't. I don't think that you can necessarily separate something and say, is this particular fraction of what we consider art necessary? Either you need art or you don't.
Well, it's I guess what I'm kind of linking to is in the old days you used a slide rule. Do we need to bring back the slide rule so that you're literally sliding balls across the line?
Well, that's an abacus. A slide rule was for the smarter kids.
Yeah.
No, the slide rule was for the smarter kids. You do. These are
Okay.
it gets down to dexterity. There's a couple of things here at play. There's the dexterity involved in that type of physical engagement. Crawling. You know, we have parents who were like, "Oh, Jimmy only crawled till he was 6 months." Well, that's your problem, because crawling actually helps develop the brain. Crawling is a fundamental necessity when it comes to hand-eye coordination, which also impacts learning ability. And it fosters a sense of comprehension when it comes to reading, or it stifles it. So there's a number of things that are very elementary in the physiological engagement of human beings that contribute to your overall development that we're bypassing because I want a smarter kid. I want a kid with an IQ of 140. Well, based on the environment, I don't know that that's necessarily going to happen.
I see what you're saying. It's a necessary accumulation of knowledge so that the kid's brain has a higher capability of accumulating of the act of accumulating knowledge.
Yes. Very much so. And we've gotten away from a lot of that. We were talking about screen time. I remember cell phones were coming to be when my kids were in high school, grammar school. And I said, absolutely not. There was no way that was happening. They got beepers. As soon as we send you a message, you call home. You got 5 minutes, and if you don't get back to us, you're on the rock pile for a week. So, and she tested us quite a few times, and not only did she lose the beeper, but she lost all access to the great outdoors. The only way that she saw sunlight was on a fucking postcard.
Into the gulag.
Yeah, it was. No, you remember The Great Escape?
Yes.
Yeah, into the cooler. Yeah. She finally recalls that was the 1.5 years that I spent on the rock pile. I was grounded. It was 1.5 years I was grounded.
I had that same thing with Sarah. She was grounded for like a whole summer, I think.
Yeah.
Because of her grades.
Yeah.
And you would have thought I was Hitler. Fucking sending her into the social gas chambers.
Oh, yeah. It was and the thing was, Michelle was just as ardent as I was about it. She got over it. She got it. She understood. So, but that was the extent of any technology. So I am so grateful that I did not have to raise kids in an era where they were so prevalent, because the peer pressure associated with it and the bullying that goes along. Your parents are too cheap. Your dad doesn't make enough money. All this other BS.
Yeah, you're
and
poor.
You're pounded for it because you've decided to make a stand that's going to be better for them.
All right, hang on 1 second. Let's pay the bills, and we'll be right back, guys.
Ever wondered how safe your online activities really are? How secure is your digital footprint? In the vast realm of the internet, privacy and security are paramount. Without adequate protection, your personal data might be at risk. There are solutions to these issues, and today we're going to talk about 2 of them. Introducing Liberty laptops from CALIX Solutions. These cutting-edge devices are meticulously designed to bolster online privacy, providing you the liberty to surf the internet incognito. The World Wide Web can be a wild frontier, but with Liberty laptops, your online privacy is always protected. We also present you crypto laptops, designed with cryptocurrency users in mind. Equipped to support a myriad of wallets and exchanges, these laptops are tailored for seamless cryptocurrency transactions. They offer enhanced security protocols to keep your digital assets safe. Crypto laptops ensures a secure and smooth cryptocurrency experience. It's time to take control of your online privacy and security. Venture over to CALIX Solutions and explore our Liberty laptops and crypto laptops. Don't forget, our affiliate program lets you earn $50 per sale. Visit calixsolutions.io now or call 7028458276 for more information, because your online safety is our priority.
And I am back.
Yeah, I am too.
You have to walk a little bit further than I do.
You gotta walk a lot further.
Yeah. I don't know, because I've seen shit on X where I saw like a 4-year-old having a conversation with an AI, and it was frightening how seamless it was. It was frightening how the child had like you could tell it had a relationship with the AI. Like, it was laughing and joking with the AI, and the AI is like telling it jokes and stuff. And the AI had a name. I think it was I think it was Amanda or something like that. And literally the mom laughed and said, "Oh, look, you have an invisible friend." And in our generation, your invisible friend was your imagination.
Yeah.
Well, there's a reason everyone had an imaginary friend. I mean, almost every single child at some point in their life had an imaginary friend that was really just like their inner voice, almost. And if we're replacing that with AI, then what does that do to their imagination and their capabilities of reaching inside of their creative? Will they have a creative capability if the only thing they know is AI and AI interaction?
Good question. I don't know if there's an alternative to, or if AI is just an addition to that avenue that we had to create an imaginary friend for. I don't know if it's in addition to what was there before. But to your point, I think there's a number of other areas where we find that technology is tamping down our capacity that had, for the longest time, been one of the points of differentiation as an animal, and that was our ability to engage, to read somebody physiologically, the ability to interpret body language, facial expression, nuances, in communication, as opposed to, we got this going on, and you look at as people walk across the street in a busy city, and nobody's really looking at the traffic light. They're looking at their phone as they move on. And kids who are now 30 years old grew up with a phone in their hand and can't look at me and determine whether or not the expression on my face is one of concern, anger, frustration. There's just this inability to look at me, engage in a conversation, tell by the tone of my voice, the inflection that's going on, as well as the demeanor of my physical presence. They can't read it. And what's that going to do later on? And if AI is going to have a greater capacity to read that than a human being, we're screwed.
Yeah. And we're moving into, because if you think about it, all right.
I'll have AI tell me what this guy's dealing with.
I have friends who are doing that now.
Yeah, well,
Who they run text that they receive through AI looking for a suggested answer.
then they've given up. They've given up.
It's
How lazy is that?
yeah, well, that seems like a lot of work. At least to me, it's like, well, if you already know what the text says, just reply.
Right.
I
right.
want to
What's wrong with
reply.
honesty? What's wrong with honesty?
Well, it's this whole idea of almost like an emotionless communication. It's like, I mean, it's if you think there are people who are 19 years old who never lived in a world without Facebook. I mean, that's, or YouTube. I mean, this next generation having an automobile that drives you everywhere is going to be a norm for this next generation. And the generation of our children are going to say, I remember when we used to actually drive cars. You know, I remember when you had social media, but you didn't have AI on it. You know, and it's where we are repopulating Earth with non-human interactive intelligence. We are basically creating the aliens that we've always looked for, because that's what these robots are. You bring them into your house and they're learning an environment. They're learning, oh, this human likes coffee. What is coffee? Let me think of coffee. What is, you know, and inside of that robot is AI. So it has a large language model, or what they're rolling out now is large environment models for robots. And so we will interact. I mean, people think that cell phones were crazy. Wait until you have a human-looking, interacting, multiple capability robot in your house that you're like, hey, asshole, because that's what I'm going to name my robot. Hey, asshole, I feel like having pizza, get me my usual. And it will have a memory reference of what that is. I said earlier in a conversation, we're going to have robot moms. Bah, Hot Pocket. But you're not going to need Ma no more. We're moving into where self-reliance or reliance on another human being is no longer needed, because when you have a relationship with a human being, it's fucking complicated. You're not dealing with software, you are dealing with emotionware. So if you catch them on a bad day, they can be your best friend and tell you to fuck off. Now, did they mean it? No, they were just having a bad day and you happened to catch them at the wrong time. But you had, just like you were saying, you had to read the room. Well, you don't have to read the room with a bunch of robots. So the art of reading the room is no longer a social necessity unless you choose to actually be around humans. But we're moving into an environment where your house will have a robot, your car is a robot, and your groceries are dropped off by robots. How much longer are we going to have mailmen or mail women when you can have a car that is just a mail robot? It has an arm, reaches out, opens up your mailbox, shoves it in, closes it, and then boop, sends you a notification that your mail was just dropped off. I mean, this eliminates the human complexities of life, because you don't have employee management, you don't have sick days, you don't have hey, my kid's sick, so I got to stay at the house, he's puking or whatever. You have a robot who lives at your office, and while you're gone is your security system. This replaces ADT, because I mean, Elon's rolling these out where they're like $199 a month, and it's constantly upgraded with more knowledge. Hey, there's this new product that, or especially with you, because I know how you are. Oh, hey, Patrick, Schnucks just announced they're having a sale on your favorite sauerkraut. It's half off. Would you like me to place an order? I notice we only have a few left in the cabinet.
We only have 12. Yeah.
But yeah, it's a walking coupon book. It's a walking address book. It's a walking accountant. It's a walking maid. It cuts your grass. It's hose AI instead of Jose. You know, it's and it's out there, and it's cleaning your pool, and it's testing the chemicals in your pool on a schedule that you've set up for it just by talking to it. I mean, it's a wife replacement, it's a husband replacement, it's a mom replacement, it's a people replacement, because what people hate about other people is just all of the emotional baggage we drag through life. And the older you get, the more it accumulates. That's why we have grumpy old men. And that's why we have Karens, you know, because a robot doesn't gain weight, so it doesn't look at itself in the mirror and judge it against other robots. You know, I mean, we are going to have the activities and the chores accomplished that we would have had a human or hired a human for. And what's amazing is if you have a problem with your roof, your robot's going to be able to repair your roof just with a download or access to the knowledge of roofing. If your car breaks down, your robot's going to link with your car through Wi-Fi and go, oh, it's an oxygen sensor. Do you know how to fix that? I am capable, or I am not capable yet. But it can download how to change an oxygen sensor on a 2022 Chevy. And if it has the hand dexterity, and you have a drawer full of tools, you don't need an auto mechanic. I mean, it can change a flat tire. It's like everyone's gonna have access to everyone else's talents and fucking capabilities, and it's not gonna argue with you unless you ask it to be kind of spicy. And just like on video games, you'll be able to program its level of interaction. It could have a woman's voice. It could have a man's voice. It could have the attitude and the voice of an attractive woman. You know, you could say, all right, for the next hour, just for my entertainment, I want you to cook breakfast with the voice of Aunt Jemima. I mean, that'd be fucking hilarious. It's going to be connected to your television. So if you want to watch a movie, or you wanted to create a movie and then project it onto the television, just like you can do your phone where you swipe it or you hit a button and it hops on your TV because it's on the same Wi-Fi. Your robot is in, and what's fucking crazy is you're gonna be able to say, hey asshole, remember about 3 weeks ago when I said I wanted to do something? Could you show me that conversation? And it will play the conversation. You'll see yourself having a conversation with the robots. So it will trigger your memory because it has unlimited memory. And it will access your security cameras. It will access your phone. It will receive a telephone call and it will say, hey there, Patrick, your wife's calling. Do you want me to answer it? And you'll talk to your wife through your robot. This is all shit I've seen online. I'm not making this shit up. At what point do humans eliminate the unpredictability of other humans with the reliability of a knowledgeable toaster that walks and can repair everything? I mean, it's, and unfortunately, I'm being serious.
I know you are. I know you are, but I'm moving to a cave with a candlelight.
Don't think I haven't watched How Do You Camp in the Winter?
In Florida or? anywhere.
Yeah, you know, I don't want to go to a cold weather area. That's just
No.
when I
Who
say
would do
cold,
that?
I mean 60.
Ah,
Slight chill.
yeah.
It's
I tell you, when I pull the plug on this gig, I'm going to a flip phone, and I'm getting rid of a lot of shit. Just not going to be doing it.
I think a lot of people are going to do that. I think we're reaching a point where we're gonna have the Amish equivalent of about 1985, where we'll use technology that is not smart. Anyone wanting to launch a profitable fucking company is you build an old television, no AI, no Wi-Fi, no absolutely nothing. You bring out VHS, you rebuild fucking VHS machines. You offer a service and just fucking call it rememberwhen.com or 1985life.com.
Or you get a computer that's still run on a Linux operating system.
That's what we're rolling out. I mean, it's all right. We have a show in about an hour. Could you let everyone know how because I don't know what we're going to talk about, but it's probably something along these lines because everything's going so quickly.
To get the link to the show, you have to be a owner of a CALIX laptop, either the crypto laptop or Liberty laptop. If you have one and you don't have a subscription, you can go to the portal, enter the portal, and in there you'll find CALIX Cyber Suites. Go in there and choose there's two options for you to subscribe to. We'll send you a link on a weekly basis for the live show, and then there's an archive of all previous shows listed there. Today we have a number of things to go over. Arizona, for instance, the AG is warning about crypto ATMs. We have a report out about the decline of cryptos, and that's in terms of the number of incidents, but the dollars are going up. AI has, surprise, enabled an increase in crypto scams significantly. The U.S. Marshals, we're going to talk about them seizing some digital assets. Crypto theft taking place here and there. Also a conversation about tokenized stocks, which is coming, baby. There's a cryptocurrency that is big on that front, and we'll discuss that. And there's a variety of other things that we're going to be talking about. So yeah, come join us.
Absolutely. And we now offer pads or
tablets.
Yeah, can you roll through? We have an Apple and we have a Galaxy.
We do. We have a crypto tablet and we have a Liberty tablet in both flavors, Apple iOS and then the Galaxy Androids. So you're able to use a smaller version. Obviously, you won't be able to do the significantly larger processing, running a dataless wallet on it or a couple of other things. But yeah, her there's quite a few nice subtleties that come with having a tablet, and a number of you have asked us for them. So here you are. And the Linux system is going to provide us with an opportunity to hide ourselves from
AI.
AI. Gerald, yes, you can stake. And that presumes that you're going to be doing something through Coinami or Exodus wallet. You can do that. So as long as it can run through a cloud scenario for the staking purposes, yes, you can do that. So.
Yep, all day long and twice on Tuesday. All right, everyone have a great day. Give us a call or send us a text, 702-845-8276, or check out our products at calixsolutions.io. All right, Patrick, I'll see you in about an hour.
Sounds good. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care.
Love you guys. Bye-bye.
Ever wondered how safe your online activities really are? How secure is your digital footprint? In the vast realm of the internet, privacy and security are paramount. Without adequate protection, your personal data might be at risk. There are solutions to these issues, and today we're going to talk about two of them. Introducing Liberty laptops from CALIX Solutions. These cutting-edge devices are meticulously designed to bolster online privacy, providing you the liberty to surf the internet incognito. The World Wide Web can be a wild frontier, but with Liberty laptops, your online privacy is always protected. We also present you crypto laptops, designed with cryptocurrency users in mind. Equipped to support a myriad of wallets and exchanges, these laptops are tailored for seamless cryptocurrency transactions. They offer enhanced security protocols to keep your digital assets safe. Crypto laptops ensures a secure and smooth cryptocurrency experience. It's time to take control of your online privacy and security. Venture over to CALIX Solutions and explore our Liberty laptops and crypto laptops. Don't forget, our affiliate program lets you earn $50 per sale. Visit calixsolutions.io now or call 702-845-8276 for more information, because your online safety is our priority.